I was really excited when I was little. I never had cavities. At one point I did get cavities, but I always loved when I would go to the dentist and they would say, "Oh, your teeth look great." So I went to Temple back in 2011. At the time I thought I might end up in private practice. I was still open to specializing, but I was also really interested in public health. Even a little before I was at Temple, when I was in college, I did a volunteer trip and I went to Costa Rica and Nicaragua, and we went out to really remote communities and villages where people would line up from like 3 in the morning just to get services, and they'd have to close the line by 8 in the morning for the full day because there wasn't enough room to treat anybody. Then when I was at Temple, I realized that there's a lot of need just in our community here. So that's how I kind of decided I wanted to stay in the public health field. So in 2015, shortly after graduation, the opportunity opened up at Project H.O.M.E for a dental director. Project H.O.M.E originally, it didn't have any dental services, so I was tasked with starting all of that up. I really love the mission of Project H.O.M.E, which is to break the cycle of homelessness for people in the city of Philadelphia, and oral health is a really key part of that. So our main site for healthcare at Project H.O.M.E is the Stephen Klein Wellness Center. So most of the time I'm working here. Some of the time I'm working at the Hub of Hope, which is a new location that we have under the subway in the city of Philadelphia, where we're providing services to those who are experiencing homelessness. Has anything been hurting you? When we opened in 2015, a lot of my patients had never seen a dentist before. So a lot of patients, even though they come in and say, "Oh, I'm terrified of the dentist," or "I hate the dentist," "You're doing awesome as usual." That kind of changed over time, which was really exciting because we have some patients who, even if they don't have an appointment, they'll walk by the clinic and just wave through the window because they want to say hi.
When I come to see Dr. Janine, I'm all excited, but once I get in the chair, I am calm. They understand me. They take care of me well, always.
We've already grown just in the couple years we've been here. I started out working with 3 operatories. Now we've grown to 7, and this year we're going to add an 8th operatory to take this opportunity at Project H.O.M.E. I don't know if I would have been as comfortable off on my own if I didn't feel secure with the clinical aspect of it. But at Temple, since I was able to get such a great experience and treat so many patients, I did feel comfortable to come to Project H.O.M.E and really work on my own. We still get so many calls throughout the day for new patients that want to come in, and we still can't really meet that need because the need is just so great. So I would just love to keep growing the clinic, and if somebody can't pay, we're going to treat them anyway because that's how we'd like to have everybody treated.